Τώρα περνάμε σιγά σιγά στους ομιλητές μας. Πρώτος ομιλητής είναι ο Paul Kidner, ο οποίος είναι ιδρυτής πλατφόρμας OneUp, ενώ έχει ηγηθεί την Praxis Business Coaching. Paul, I'm switching now to English. Paul, the stage is all yours.
Hello, everyone. Wow, it's a big group. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about one of my major fuck-ups. It's called FuckUp. But before I go there, I should tell you that one of my enduring failures is presenting to people. I still have not learned how to present to people really well. So you're going to have to endure 15 minutes of one of my biggest failures, which is presenting. But let me tell you a little bit about FuckUp. So 6 years ago, I started up a startup with another 3 friends of mine, a consultant, a tech guru, and myself. And this is where I thought I'd be at this time. You can imagine it, right? On the beach, sand under your feet, you can smell the sea air, the coconut. This is where I thought I'd be in 6 years. Instead, I'm here talking to you, which is great, but it isn't where I wanted to end up. So let me tell you a little bit about the journey and why I didn't get there. FuckUp was a startup that offered users discounts on their favorite products, brands, shops, and it was all based on your location. So you could check your phone and see what offers were around you in your favorite, for your favorite things, for your favorite shops, your favorite brands. So if you wanted to go out for dinner, let's say, in half an hour, you could check your phone and see, oh, there's an Indian restaurant just down the road offering, a coupon, a voucher with, 20 euro off for dinner. It was completely personalized, non-intrusive, and a way to save money on your favorite purchases. Could we play the video?
Meet Paul. Paul is an average Joe who from time to time likes to shop and really splurge on clothes and gadgets. Paul is about to find out he's spending a lot more money than he needs to, and his shopping experience is about to get a whole lot more fun. He's also a bit of a show-off. What Paul hasn't realized is that there's a great way for him to save money so that he has more to spend on, well, more clothes and gadgets. Introducing FuckUp, the newest and easiest way for you to save money on your favorite brands. Simply choose the categories and stores you love, and FuckUp will let you know whenever there's a great new deal available. Even on the go, instantly check out the offers nearest to you. It's really easy to use. Simply download the app for your smartphone from FuckUp.com. Choose the stuff you're interested in and wear, and FuckUp will do the rest.
So we don't need to go through the whole video, but you get the picture, right? You could find your offers wherever you were. And we had 70 of the major brands signed up to the platform. This included, anything from Vodafone, Intersport, Starbucks, Olympic Air. Then we had the best companies on board in Greece. For the retailers, it was easy. They would use a single point of entry to put a voucher, a discount offer, whatever it was, they could put it on our platform, and we could spread it out to the web, the smartphones, then the mobile internet, and social media. And we achieved quite a lot. We had over 20,000 iPhone downloads. We shot to number 1 on Apple downloads twice in Greece. We had over 500,000 offers viewed, and 91% of our unique users access FuckUp at least twice a month. So there was loyalty. People liked the product. We also had over 10,000 Facebook fans, and that was just over a 4 or 5 month period. And we created the first Facebook app, which modeled our phone. So whatever you could do on your iPhone, you could do on the Facebook. And this was innovative at the time. So this is great. After one year in operation, we had a fantastic proof of concept. We had downloads and usage. We had really great marketing stats for our companies on who was using it, where they were using it, what kind of offers people liked, which ones they preferred. So there was a whole host of data we could offer. And most importantly, there was a potential. But there was something missing from the mix. Can anyone guess what that is? Money. We weren't generating money from our clients. So we had a catch-22 when we first started, which was that clients wanted to see users, and users wanted to see content. Our clients didn't want to put content unless they had users, so we were stuck in the chicken and the egg. So we offered it for free to our clients, and then after one and a half years of using it, they were so used to it being free, they didn't want to pay for it, right? So we had to change the way we thought about how we were going to charge and what we were going to do with the business. We had to pivot and find a larger strategic partner who already had a client base, so that way they could distribute the offers to their own client base and create what we thought would be an awesome loyalty platform. So we came up with the idea. It was great. We really liked it. And just like the first year, the remaining 1.5 years of my entrepreneurial life looked something like this. Our break finally came when we presented at Infocom. And we got invited by a major bank to pitch our idea as a loyalty platform for the bank. This was really great for us. They liked us so much that 2 departments argued between each other over who was going to get us. So we were on a real high. We thought, this is it. Bahamas, here we come, right? We developed roadmaps. We showed them how our app could create a loyalty platform. You know, we thought they would destroy competition. We created a business plan for the bank, sales plans, financial projections, technology roadmaps, and everything looked great. We were really on a roll. The week we were due to sign, one of the bank directors called me. He said the IT department decided to hand the project over to another company. I laughed. He was serious. And I felt something like this. And that was the end. No, seriously, that was it. That was it. We did not rise up like a phoenix. We did not get up when we got knocked down. We gave up. It was too hard. It was 3 years of slugging it through. We had finally reached an apex where we thought, this is it. This is where we're going to make our break. We had spent 3 years of our own money. We didn't have a support network. We didn't have a hub. We didn't have mentors and coaches who could support us through what we found a very difficult period. So why am I here? Well, obviously I fucked up. We fucked up. But I also wouldn't change it for the world. I gained so much from the experience that I would tell everyone who has an idea, go out and do it. It's better to try and fail than not to have tried at all. These are all the kinds of things that I gained from starting my own business. It was my own MBA. What I learned: sign contracts. Whatever you do, whoever they are, sign contracts. Oh yeah, we should have gone with the other department, right? Business is wonderfully creative, but it's also really lonely. I learned that businesses and entrepreneurs are isolated. They're very isolated, and they need support. Small injections of cash can have a multiplier effect that can really help startups grow. I saw that with us. If we'd had a little bit of cash and a little bit of support, we could have got up and running again. Also, your business will not change the world. Every entrepreneur probably thinks that their business will change the world. We did. But it's not the fact that it'll change the world. What it should be about is whether it's meaningful to you. It doesn't matter if it's meaningful to others. Well, you have to have a client base, but it has to be meaningful to you. Talk to other people about your idea. It will improve it. Trust me. Trust your instinct and love what you do. There's a reason I say this, because if after 3 years we had got to where we had got to, and I really loved what I did. Instead of getting out of bed 3 months later, I would have got out of bed 2 weeks later, and I would have said, fuck it, I'm going to do it again, and find a way. But I didn't really love the product. I loved the startup. I loved the getting everything going. I loved the organization and finding the clients, but I didn't like the technology. It was about buying material goods. And for me, it didn't have that impact. And I need social impact. So I began to look at ways I could support small entrepreneurs. This was my way of seeing, okay, there must be other people in my position. How can I help them? So I developed the idea of a crowdfunding platform specifically for Greek entrepreneurs. It wasn't a genius idea. It had already been done elsewhere, but it was an idea. And my girlfriend talked to about it with the president of Praxis. She just met him by chance and told him about it. He invited me in for a discussion. I presented him with my idea, and he asked me to create the Business Coaching Center, which I did for 2 years. We trained over 120 entrepreneurs, 2 of whom are here. Thank you for coming. 35 of whom began a sustainable business. And finally, I managed to raise over 15,000 euro to create FuckUp, the crowdfunding platform, which assisted our first tranche of entrepreneurs with seed capital. And it wasn't a huge success, but we managed to help 6 people, and one of them reached their goals of 6,500 euro. He came from the Impact Hub, and I'm particularly proud of that guy, and also their business. It's a great business. You should look it up. After that, I met some people who synchronistically had the same ideas about startups and businesses that I do. And the People's Trust. They invited me to launch a new NGO called the People's Trust. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm their new general manager, and our mission is to relieve unemployment in Greece through entrepreneurship. We will be providing business development services to entrepreneurs. We'll provide 100 grants of up to 10,000 euro to selected entrepreneurs. And we're launching. And although I feel a personal satisfaction, in no way have I succeeded yet. That's still to come. But I do believe it will come, because I love what I do. Would I do anything different? No. My girlfriend who introduced me to Praxis became my wife. I learned more in those 3 years than I had in 12 years of employment. I'm now doing something I feel passionate about, supporting entrepreneurs who were in the same position that I was then. If you're starting out or pivoting your current business, do look us up. Doing something and succeeding is great. But I think if you do something and fail, it's probably better. You'll learn so much more. You'll grow so much more. You will become something different, something better. Parker Palmer said, wholeness does not mean perfection. It means embracing brokenness as an integral part of life. What I would say is success does not mean perfection. It means embracing failure as an integral part of life. Thank you.
Regarding some revenue resources that you tried to find regarding the Phoebe app, what about placing some advertisements within the app? Was it an option for you?
Yeah, it was, but we didn't have the user base in the beginning to be able to source ads. And then it's also it's a very different approach to go to advertisers, to advertising agencies, and say, bring your ads to the app. Remember also, this was 6 years ago, and mobile advertising hadn't caught on yet. It was just starting up. So it was a very difficult option for us, which we chose not to do.
Okay, so except the advertising, I suppose that except the bank that you referred before, there was also some other companies that want to have and build some loyalty scheme through an app like Phoebe.
Absolutely, and that's actually a learning that I should have put on there, which is don't put your eggs in one basket. We put all our eggs in one basket. We believed, because we had created a relationship with the bank over 1 year. we were going in and out as if we were employees of that bank almost. They considered us almost like employees. We created that trust with them. So we had put all our eggs in one basket. We had said, this is where it's going. Whereas we should have been looking at other clients. By the time our downfall came, we were too tired to get up again and do it again. So we gave up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Kostas.
Hi, Costa.
I think that you didn't speak a lot about your fuck up. You speak a lot about what you do right now. Based on what I heard, I understood that you had a business failure, just a business failure. You lost a potential deal with the bank, and that's it. It's the cost of doing business.
That's.
I mean, what happened from your part, and you lost your venture. You lost your startup.
3 years of work and 3 years of money that went into the business, and eventually we weren't able to carry on. So the fuck up is that we couldn't carry on. There wasn't something there, a network, a support network that I think we could have done with in order to be able to continue. And it's a case for a lot of business. Are you a businessman? So you know that it's very difficult when you've been knocked down to get back up, but usually you do. And probably that's because you love business or you love the business that you do.
Okay, my impression was that you did not know your competition these days. I mean, you lost the job from a competitor.
No, we lost the job from an IT company that had the networks and knew the IT company of the bank. So they took the job after 1.5 years of us doing all the work and showing the roadmap, the financials, and everything. Actually, the product that came out, we think, is not as good as it could have been. Were you the IT company that did it?
Actually, not.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Was the only reason that the project was able to be taken off you and given to someone else because there was no contract? I mean, did you have like emails that you could have used as proof of ownership of that book?
Yeah, but in Greece, the legal sort of infrastructure is so weak that it would have taken years and a lot of money to be able to prove or get to the point of even getting to the courts. And it was just too much for us. And we'd be going up against the behemoth. You know, we're a tiny little nobody, right? So for us, it was easier to leave it. And like I said, I mean, I can't overemphasize the fact that we had just burned out. And when when you're at a stage when you're finally about to get there, and the week we were going to sign, after 3 years of really, really trying hard, they tell you this, it really knocked us back. I couldn't get back up from that. Just one more thing, which is that I think what I was trying to say, and maybe this goes in answer to some of your question, is that a fuck up is not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You can get up and succeed after that, and that's what I was saying, is that for me, it turned the course of where I was going. And now I feel like, I'm doing what I love. So for me, that's success. That's it. Thanks.
Thank you very much.